'97 January, I took a plane, flew to Calgary, and then I met Bruce. Ross was the teacher back then, and then Owen set me up to live at Stu Hart house. I used always to call him Mr. Hart. I got a funny story with him. When I came there, I tried to be a smart ass and asked Mr. Hart, can you stretch me? Can you stretch me? He said, you know what? I don't do no more stretching at my age. Forget about it, kid. I'm not going to stretch you. And then, after 6 months of my training and everything, he used to come watch me and everything. So he saw I was progressing, he saw I was kind of tough, and he saw I was paying my dues. And then that was my second stretching by Stu, what you saw in Bret and Hitman in the Shadow with Bret Hart. What happened is they had a In Your House pay-per-view, Calgary, something.
Oh, Canadian Stampede.
Yeah, Canadian Stampede. And all the people came, all the wrestlers, the Premier, the Calgary Stampeder, a bunch of people came
to the
Hart House for a dinner gathering, for a barbecue and stuff like that. So in front of everybody, he said, kid, remember when you asked me 6 months earlier if I want to stretch you? I said, yeah. And you know what? I told you I was not doing it anymore, but I think you're ready. It's time. Get on the floor. So that's all I got in front of everybody, all the boys and everything. I got my first stretching, and on that first stretching, I passed out because I was so proud. So I didn't want to squeal and everything. And for him, not hearing me squeal, he was adding more pressure, more pressure. Of course, at his age, he couldn't catch you and put. You have to give your body, give your body. But as soon as the lock is down, you couldn't. No way out. No way out. So I faint. I passed out because I had so much pride, you know, because those guys saw me on the tour. I want to prove that I improved myself, you know, and I was tougher, and I was kind of paying my dues and just staying in the business. And then
you didn't tap out like CM Punk did.
No.
But you were stretched by Stu. You passed out.
I passed out, and then I broke my leg in Calgary also, man. So that kind of turned me off to go pursue more. So I said, you know what?
That was in a match, right?
Yeah, that was in a match and everything. I was doing a big stunt. The Japanese was there, was TV there and everything. And then I had to beef with the guy because he said, used to be the king, but I'm the new king. I'm not going to let you in my spot, so one of us got to leave town. And then I don't want you, and he begged me to not hurt him in the ring. And after the match, we're supposed to finish out in the locker room, just like it's supposed to do when you have a beef in the wrestling in the 90s. In my time, is you lock yourself in the locker room with the guy only, and the first guy got out. You know, he's the winner, or he's the new king. He was the king. So I tried to fight back my title, but I said I'll do it professionally way and wisely by showing my skills in the ring and everything. Because now I had a lot of training in the dungeon. I think the dungeon was the best training. I traveled a lot with Bruce Hart. Bruce Hart gave me a lot of good advice, really a lot of good advice. And then he kind of took me under his wing because maybe I was coming from Owen, and he had a kid also who's handicapped and everything. But I took Reth. You know, you've been there, you met him, and I was the only wrestler that. I was able to have contact with him and everything since I was living in the family also for 4 years and everything. So, and the other wrestler tried to approach him, but he can feel that if you're fake or not. And me, I was not trying to look better, to have some favors or whatever. I got that type of person that when I approach somebody, and if I got a connection, I'll do everything for that person, you know. So that's what I did. I had a good connection. So yeah. So after I broke my leg, a few stuff happened down there. My time was pretty much done, I guess. Learn everything I need to learn.
What was that incident you were telling me earlier? It's been written about in a couple books with Davey Boy Smith.
You know, it's hard for me to talk to it, but what I can say that the guy broke my leg because I want to respect Ari, I want to respect Georgia and everything. And they've been good to me. Davey Boy was really good to me and everything. So what I can say about that is I was back home healing my leg, and then I had a call to come back and train and everything. And then Stu told me, he said, don't go in the street to go hit him or something, get in trouble with the police. Just like I said, we'll lock you up in the dungeon and you can take care of what you have to take care and take all the rage that you got in. Because in wrestling business, what you got to know, guys, you're the star. I got to put you over. I'm jealous of you. So we'll do our routine, we'll do our spots and everything. And then I broke your leg or I broke you something. The show must go on. So you sidelining, you're riding the bench, and then the promoter is going to look at me and will give me my chance to shine. And if I pop and if it works, when you come back, it's going to be harder to take back your spot, right? So that's used to work, and that's how I've been learned. And then, yeah, man, so what happened is this guy broke my leg, did it on purpose, came to the hospital, said next time it's going to be worse. I want you to leave Calgary. So I said, never, man, I'm going to come back and kick your ass. So in the meantime, the camp was finishing, and then everybody left. We locked the doors in, and then I saw Davey came and knocked the door out and gave a beating there, man. I was there live, and I was giving a beating also to that guy. His real name is James Trouble, but his wrestling name was Buttkiss. Until today, I hate this guy, man, because he did it on purpose of jealousy, man. When you do that, man, it's wrong. You should not put your foot in the wrestling. You're not deserving to be in a ring anymore. You know, so that's kind of my payback I got towards him. And whatever he did to the family, Davey Boy Smith's family there, I'll let him to him. But I don't. So he strike two with two people, man. And Davey Boy is the kind of guy who will help. He used to come and watch us at wrestling because Harry was starting to train with us, with TJ, who's Tyson kid today. He was nice to come and give advice or hang around, show him his title belts. You know, we're all impressed with the kids, and we're kids still, yeah. All impressed by that. So he gave a lot of time and try to do something personal to the family, attack the family just to get your goal and try to get an higher step. That's not the way it works. So yeah, man, it was really bad, and I had a chance to put my hand, and Davey was there. So poor guy, man. I don't know if he wrestled today. I don't give a damn. But for sure, if I saw him in a wrestling show, I crossed my path till today. The war is not over, and I'll take care of business again, because he's still got to pay. He doesn't deserve to wrestle again. Because me, it took a lot of time. When I broke my leg, I got one screw, and one nail from attaching my leg. And I'll tell you a story what Davey Boy Smith did, which is too hard. I'm French-Canadian, province of Quebec. My province is separatist province. They want to separate the rest of Canada and everything. I was in Alway for 3 days, and the blood was going through my bone. They didn't want to operate me. They didn't want to touch me. Even my other province healthcare was, Alberta was accepting them. The doctor came to me and said, you know what, you're Frenchmen, you guys in Quebec, you want to separate and everything, and you want me to operate you and do a good job. You guys get your operation up here, and then after that you leave, and then your province don't pay the bill back, you know, through the medical care and everything. So I'm not operating you, man. You're on your own. So I start crying, man. Called my dad. My dad was hopeless and everything, couldn't do nothing. And then I called Stu, and Davey Boy came to the hospital with Stu and talked to the doctor. And he said to the doctor, man, trust that kid. He's going to fill up the papers. He's going to go to his province. He's going to get the money, and he's going to send you back. We're putting our words. So I could have an amputated leg.
Because they do not take a Quebec healthcare in Alberta.
No, they don't. Because of the problem of the province not paying or taking time to pay him back and everything, you know. So that was pretty bad, you know, it was pretty...
So how did you end up back in Quebec and training people?
Okay, after when my time was done and everything, I had a few scuffle with the guys in the training camp, with Johnny Devine. I had a few scuffle with some guys down there and everything, you know. So it was time for me to leave, and then Smith was operating a Hart wrestling school in Cambridge, Kitchener. And then and then when I had the trouble down there, Smith got me a plane ticket, flew me there. So I stayed there, and I became the teacher, like basically of the camp. And that's how I started training people.